Hey guys, how's it going? All right, welcome back to another collaboration between myself and Left-Handed Crafter. This is called Why'd She Buy That? So we each buy 6 sets, and from a cheaper place like AliExpress or Temu or whatever. And then we get doubles of the sets, and we send the other set to the other person. So we end up with 12 sets, and we decide on what we're going to use for the year, and we do one each month every 15th. So if you like it, come back and see us again on the 15th. So here goes. This set, and also, oh, you know what? What did we use last month? I think we used, I believe, this is what we used last month, and so you will hear like who picked what set or whatever. So who do you think picked this? Who'd you guess? Who'd you guess? This was actually Brandy's pick, so yay for Brandy. I adore these little bunnies. Oh my gosh, little bunnies on the cauldron, and the moons, and the egg in the middle, and the hands lifting it up like, oh, so cute. So many good things. Witches are always fabulous, of course. You got some crystals here, all the good stuff. So if you guessed Brandy, you are right, and I adore this set. I didn't quite know what to do with it, but I will experiment some more, and because this is like a favorite set, but I just don't know. It's not like turning out the way I want. It's in my head, it was fabulous, like my creation, which in real life it wasn't. But I'm going to work on that because this is a fabulous set. I just got to get a fabulous creation with it. So, this month, who do you think? And we don't necessarily go in order. It's not like me, then her, then me, then her, then, so it's not like, it might be 6 me, then 6 her, who knows? Actually, we kind of pick them to fit what month would work in a way. So there's no real rhyme or reason other than that, I guess. But this is today's set, and it's a gorgeous butterfly set. So y'all know we both like butterflies, so this might be a hard one. So comment below if you think I picked this one or if you think Brandy picked this one. So let me know. And then go check out her channel. I will leave a link below to see that, or see her video and what ideas she came up with the set. So just going to ink this big butterfly. Oops, there goes the other piece. Ink. Ooh. Almost stamped it right over the top of that one. I have not lined this up exactly. This thing, this bad boy holds like there's no tomorrow. Okay. So press, press, press. So tonight is Sunday. Apparently I only stamp on Sundays anymore. That's just when things are a little quieter, and pretty much my only time to escape for myself for a second and have a moment to stamp. So move that down so it kind of gets in there real good. Sometimes this is a little bit thicker, and yeah, okay, so that is good. So I'm gonna move that off, and I guess we're gonna go ahead and dry this because I stamped one. It's probably dry, but I need to dry it anyway. I'm not gonna emboss it because, still that powder in my lungs may not go well, but I'm gonna go ahead. I have to turn the heat gun on. I'm sorry. Go ahead and cut them out, but it'll have a little bit more drying time if I can find my little scissors. Maybe these. Okay. Sure, that smells hot. And I am using the Tim Holtz distress watercolor paper. So I don't know if that's going to make a difference. But I don't know why. I like to use the smooth side. But in this case, to be honest, I should probably have used the textured side. Just for a little more something something in there. But I think we're going to be probably coloring this with markers because I'm using some sprays for the background. So I tried some Distress Oxide sprays a minute ago. I want an excuse to use those and to love them. And I do love them when other people use them, just not so much when it seems that I use them. So I'm going to have to experiment with those a little bit. But apparently it is not going to be on spring break because we just got the call that it is official. They have taken our spring break, boo-hoo, away forever because we had a major flood in our area. And so they're using that week that the kids were off to make up for that, which is a real bummer. So no spring break this year, but oh well. Hopefully we will survive. Honestly, we need a break from each other. Kids need a break from each other, the staff, just everything and everybody. But, you know, you deal. I think with it being an act of nature or whatever, that should just somehow be excused. But they've got to get those days in, so I said unless we want to go until the end of June, which still does not even balance out, but then we have to give up the break. But they're doing like a little staycation for them and trying to have some like virtual field trips or something, which is I guess the best they can do. So we'll make the best of that and try to do some dress-up days with it and that kind of thing and try to make it fun for them. But inside, we're still going to be crying just a little bit. But hopefully summer will be here before you know it. So right now, our projected date to get out is, I think our last day will be June the 6th. So it's not too bad. We'll figure out what to do with that soon. But for now, actually, I'm going to move this in case I end up spraying it and need that. Okay. So I know that I want to use these colors. I'm going to use Salvage Patina. And this is just the regular Distress spray. Move that out of the way. Quite sure how much, but probably more than this, come to think of it. So I want it to drip. That was Rusty Hinge, by the way. And this is Antique Linen. It's not a bad blend together. I feel like I need a little bit more of this though. I don't want to get it too like. All right, let's dry it a little bit. I'm gonna just about knock the camera down. Just gonna wipe this up a little bit in between while I knock everything else down. Okay, now back to drying. paper towel real quick. All right. Let's do some water droplets in your hand, just for some added texture there. Let that sit for a second. Probably should let it sit a little longer, but that's okay. We just need a little bit. Okay. I didn't pick any markers out ahead of time, but we don't actually have any word stamps with this. So I don't know if it's like considered cheating for Brandy to use a word die or stamp or not, but I'm just going to cut out a little piece. I don't have to do it maybe on here, but I probably, you know, I would put one on if I was using this set in general. So it might be, I don't know, maybe I'll just use like art or something, and it can be a little bit shorter. I feel like that's large. We're going to black it up a little bit more and darken it, so this won't stand out quite so much, I don't think. All right, so, well, I don't really have a, wonder. I kind of want the butterfly to be this color, and I don't really see a marker right off that will work with that. So let's just see if this will work. Pretty good. Okay, so let's make the body. Do I have another one? Yeah, close enough. I think this might have red or pink. Oh God, I just dipped it in the wrong color. Hang on. Yeah, I guess it was red. All right, so let's see if we can soak up some of that orange. Oh yes, okay. Just kind of go up. Well, it looks orange to me, but it's a rusty hinge, so. And we could put some like glossy accents on this, I suppose. But anyway, a lot of the stamps, I don't know about her, but a lot of the stamps that I tend to pick, I think we've talked about this actually. She and I probably discussed it. Don't have words, or at least appropriate words. Like, it'll have something fun and exciting, and it'll be like with sympathy, or, you know, I don't know, something just not appropriate. So I don't know. I'm gonna do one more layer of this. I really like that color. I really do. I've been watching some YouTube videos today about people going to the craft fairs, like the Stampin', maybe, I don't know if it's the Stampin' Scrap Arts tour or it's one of the tours that's going on right now, but wishing that was near me for sure. Okay, so that's not so bad. We might put some glossy stuff on it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll think about that. Okay, back to this. So I have this. I just need a little piece. This is a bubble envelope. So what I tried earlier was this side, and I was trying to like stamp with it and make some texture, because, you know, there's not like a texture stamp or a something with it. So I'm trying to do something that you guys at home could also use and do. And if you're following along or playing along with us, stamping along with us, I guess not playing along. Because everybody pretty much has a butterfly set, like I feel like anyway. And so that would be easy. And then I don't know, I feel like I need it a little bit smaller to work with. But anyway, I tried to stamp with the other side, and yeah, that's not the textured side. So I'm going to, let's see, how about, not too many bubbles really on this side, but I think it'd be better to do it with ink, but just for, okay, yeah, it would. Scratch that idea. All right, let me find some ink in this sort of shade. Just a minute. How about paprika? It's a little dark, but it would work. Let's try it on this bigger piece. Okay, not horrible. Not horrible. Let's try one more time. Down here. Okay. But you know, use what you have around the house, and you don't have to have a particular stamp, or if it doesn't come with that set or whatever, if you're just traveling, you know, you want to only take like one set of something. Okay. I definitely want some, well, hang on again. I didn't really plan too well on this. Sorry about the big truck noise. Be that. Alright, let's see what color this is. Okay, that'll work. It's not exactly the shade we were going for, but it'll be fine. Okay. I'm just going to take one other piece here. Camera a little bit. Now, let me get a bigger piece. So save your old bubble mailers. Okay, that came better. All right, so I really don't want much. I am going to keep these two out in case we need them in a few minutes. All right, so the next one I want is black. So I did bring this out. That is not really giving a lot of texture, but a little bit. Let me find to dirty up the blue into black. There's the black. Hang on. Here we go. I don't know. I think darkening up the edge always works for me. Sorta. Come in as far as you want. I just don't want to dull that down too much. You know what I mean? So, have you guys been having trouble with AliExpress or any of the things shipping and Trump and all his weirdo tariffs and all the stuff? It's like you think it's coming and then it's not, and then they're on and then they're off, and then it's not phones and it's not, I don't know. He doesn't know what he's doing, but hopefully the last few things I ordered will get here. I did just get a notice of a couple of things that I had for somebody's birthday. It was not, well, they really don't know if it's coming. I'm gonna get like a refund, and if it comes, they're like, well, you're welcome to keep it or whatever. You don't have to send it back, and so I mean that's good, but I wanted the stuff, so. But if it arrives, it'll be nice. I don't know whether to order more since things are changing daily. I have been ordering quite a bit lately, and I want to get a little package in the mail to somebody that I don't want them to see them on my channel first, and then because I got that person some of the same ones I got myself, and so as soon as her package arrives, I will do a little haul. I kind of like it down there, right in the middle of that orange. But, so things have been coming in kind of randomly, just, I don't know. I should cut out, let's try this instead. We could still do some of these same colors and then edge this. That's what I think we'll do. If we are feeling it anyway. Okay, what am I going to do now? I guess the black part. So I do kind of wish I had some sort of like a stitching something, not just this, but something elongated maybe. I mean, we could take a chance on spraying it down the middle, but I don't know about it. I'm a little afraid to. I really am. Okay, so let's just give this a little spray. And dry that before it completely turns to mud. kind of the same way we did the card. Oh my gosh, worst news ever. Well, maybe not the worst in the world, but in stamping world to me. So my Crafter's Companion, a brand stamp storage sheets, the white ones that I use to like cut, and I cut them. They're like 8.5 by 11 or whatever it is, and I cut them down to the size of like. I have one here. Hang on, let me show you. Got like 1,000. Okay. Hang on, let me get the real pack. They're being discontinued. So I cut them like to this size, okay? And I use these little envelopes to put them in. And then I put my unmelted stamps or clean melted stamps on there. But this is what I'm looking for. This is the Easy Mount Stamp Storage Panels by Crafter's Companion. And they've discontinued them. And I only have like, I don't know if I have 2 or 3 packs left. And that is like how I store everything, except now like the clear stamps like we're using today, I just put those in an envelope. But like anything I get from Unity or other companies or all that, I totally put that on there. And that's gonna change my life. And I've tried to get on Amazon. They've already sold out. There are the Tim Holtz storage sheets, but they're smaller and they don't fit my envelopes. So I might have to like take those and cut those down, but then it wouldn't be as tall. It would be kind of a waste of money because I couldn't get enough on there. I don't know. But I'm truly sad about that. You know, but what are you gonna do? Things change, right? So I wish I knew like some Staples or Office Max. Well, those probably don't even exist anymore. A lot of them have closed down around us. And by around us, I mean still 2 to 3 hours away. But, okay. So, this will be my word, whatever my word ends up being, right? And then I'll probably just have a few little pieces here and there. Maybe not that big one. I don't know. So that's the only one I have that's small. So I guess I'll just do it like that. So it's kind of encircled there. And I might shake a little of this on it. Where's that black sheet? I don't have a black card handy. I forgot this was just a card front. Nope, that's too dark. Huh. Okay, scratch that. Well, wait, I know what I'm going to do. Hang on. Pretty thing would have been nice, huh? One quick sheet of cardstock and cut it real fast. If my old dream cutter thing ever dies, I'll just fall over, I do believe. Because this is always the way I cut this size card. You just pop a whole sheet in, twist that little thing, and you're done. So hopefully this shows. Oh, it doesn't. Well, okay, so I'll have to cut that down a little bit later, but I won't make you sit here through the die cutting process and all that. But it would be just a teensy bit lighter than that. And, yes, I do believe. I don't think I'm going to put any Wink of Stella on anything. But I do feel like this has to be not dulled down, but kind of. It's a little bright. But I love that color, and I hate taking that color away. I think that's a little bit better. And I am thinking about Wink still. I don't know. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. So that would be my card, and I'm not totally going to tape it down until I go ahead and cut it out. And do you think I should put this behind here or a little border? Or I could just leave that. No. Nope. I'll answer myself. Okay. So I'm going to take that off. I'm going to go ahead and flick this just a little bit. I hate flicking too much because it goes everywhere. I usually get that box thing out, which I really like for the flicking. It contains all the little black specks. Ooh. And I almost think that I should have flicked a couple on here. I think I should. But then you gotta wipe down everything again, so, you know. Yeah, that didn't really do much, but... we'll see. Okay. I think I will just go ahead and take this, and I'll just put it on that. I'm not going to cut it down. It'll be, what it'll be like when they open it, you know, they'll still see the color. So I think it'll be okay. So, but anyway, yeah, what's changing in your crafting world? Like, so my, you know, like I said, the dye storage things are gone, I guess. And I did find one pack on eBay. I haven't bought it. It's $17. And then the other packs are like $40 or something crazy. I'm not paying that. So, but the 17's probably already gone by now. I was just trying to think of some other way to deal with my little stamping crisis, and, you know, maybe try to find something else to use. So since I was waiting, it's probably gone too. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of puffy tape on each wing. So it kind of stays up. That should do nicely. Do you think, I don't know, it seems like everything is going up in general, you know, but I am nervous about all the craft companies seem to, well, first of all, there's like only one rubber supplier in the U.S., I think now. If you do, like, I know with Unity, they had to, I don't know, get some different ones or something, but then I thought there was just one, and so I don't know. But, is that a little off-centered? I think it is. That's okay. Well, there we go. We'll just use 4. It'll be fine. Just gonna look for some glue. Yes, it's working. Very good. Ooh. Shoot. I was trying not to get out that little craft thing, but apparently I should have. The little stick, you know, you stick all the stuff down with. Oh well, it'll be fine. I do worry about these going through the mail a little bit, but sometimes if you put a piece of this over top of it, it becomes okay. Sometimes they don't make it, but I get people's cards all the time with things falling off, so I feel like, yeah, it's just par for the course. I'll just stick them back on. It'll be fine. All right. But anyway, like a lot of the companies are having trouble getting their dies made, definitely here in the U.S., but even in China. So I don't know if that's going to affect us, but yeah. All right, so somehow this looks a little different than that, doesn't it? I wonder if I just spray just right there. Please don't mess up everything. Oh, I kind of did. Well, it just made that darker, but that's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I think I'm gonna just spray a little here and there just to maybe brighten it up in a few spots. I think it'll be okay. All right. So eventually that will say a word, maybe just art or something like that. I don't know, beauty or something that will go with a butterfly. I have to look through my stash and figure out something. But anyway, if you have a butterfly set and some bubble envelopes and some little pieces of like kitchen stuff here, then join in and play along. And so that is the card for today, a little mixed media goodness. And I like it, I don't mind it. And then if you open that, then it'll kind of go more with that. And so anyway, comment below, like I said, who you think sorry, who you think picked this, and be sure and check out Brandy's channel. I know she's gonna do something amazing. I could watch her stamp butterflies all day, so I can't wait to see what she creates. I've got several ideas, just because it is like a very versatile set. I feel like there's a lot you can do with it. You know, just play around with it. But I have a few more ideas, so you may see this one popping in throughout, probably on a Sunday, right? Because that's when I stamp. So anyway, you may see it in the future is what I'm trying to say. But all right, guys, I hope you're having a great night, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.